Alrighty, baseball fans, we are back and ready to rock and roll here with some more 2014 Status Pro Advance. I wanted to get a game right away this season or this week. We're in week 2 of the 2014 season. Every week we're going to choose a game, play one of those games out throughout the whole 2014 season. So we'll see how things progress and see how the season goes. Last week was the Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Week 1 was Cardinals and Reds. Week 2, well, we have to get Boston and New York in there sometime, so we might as well get them in early. So we got Boston and New York. Boston is 6-5, and New York is 5-6. So it should be a good game from Yankee Stadium. Here we go. A little bit of a setup difference. We're going to be using the online fast action cards. I think they're going to go a little bit faster and make things a little easier for me. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to move that back a little bit. Make sure the sound is coming through. And Dave's Gaming Cave, what's up? How you doing? I currently have Stratomatic Baseball on my table. Nice. Awesome. Stratomatic, a good system there. Not bad. All right, here we go. Top of the first inning. Dustin Pedroia. Dustin on the season, only batting .200, no home runs, 2 RBIs. Not off to a great start so far. So let's see how he can do against Hiroki Karuda, the Yankees, a right-hander. So let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah, so we're in this matchup over here. And let's see. I need to get out my charts. CT charts. Alright, and that's pretty good. Alright, got out my charts here. Got my CD chart out, my base stealing chart. Okay, we should be good to go. So we got Dustin Pedroia here against Karuda, the right-hander. Karuda, 4-7 versus lefties and right-handers. Otherwise, it's on their card. So Pedroia here, obviously, we're going to look at the PB number. Then we're going to look at the first RN number. We're going to look at the first out number. We're going to use all the ratings and everything. So here we go. Pedroia is up, and we are ready to go. 7, so it's coming off Karuda. 56 against the righties and out. Pedroia against the right-handers, RN. And an RN out is an F8, fly to center field. So you can see, like, one roll, we got all those results done. So should speed up the game quite a bit here. Fly to center. And one up, one down. Daniel Nava. Nava on the season, 222, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. And we're going to CD check. He is a LN. And with an LN and a CD, it's going to be the shortstop. So that is Anna. Anna at short. Anna at short is a CD of 3. So Anna at short is a CD of 3. And we're going to click on CD now. And it's to shortstop. Shortstop. Spectacular catch of a looping liner over shortstop hit. Runners hold. So it's a pop out to shortstop. Look at that. We didn't even need to get out the charts. It's awesome. And we got Daniel Ortiz coming up. Daniel Ortiz on the season. Only 139 average. No home runs and 3 RBIs. So David Ortiz not doing very good to start off 2014. 9, so it's coming off of Ortiz card. 17 is going to be against the righty, is going to be a double. 17 is going to be a double into left field by David Ortiz. That should help us average a little bit. A double for David Ortiz with 2 outs, and that brings up Mike Napoli. Napoli here On the season, batting .231, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Here we go. Napoli. 12 is coming to Napoli's card. 57. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Mike Napoli down on strikes. And we're through 1 complete. David Ortiz with the big hit. Oh, which should have moved that down a notch. So we got over here, we have a John Lackey right-hander for the Red Sox. 2-6 versus left-handers. 4-7 versus right-handers. And Brett Gardner is a lefty, so let's see what happens. Brett Gardner on the season, .091 average. 1 home run and 2 RBIs. .091 average. Oh, we're going to the CD check again. So Brett Gardner, CD. Right-hander is an LN. And LN is going to be to second base there. So we're going to look at Pedroia. Dustin Pedroia at second base is a CD of 5. But it's not going to matter because we're going to click on CD. And it's going to be second base. Line drive just over the glove into right field. It's a single. So single by Brett Gardner over the glove of Dustin Pedroia. Brett Gardner is a B-plus stealer. You know what? We're going to think Brett Gardner is thinking about stealing. He's waiting on the sign. Lackey is a B- hold. So he is going to steal a second. It comes down to... So it's up to the catcher's arm. In this case, that's A.J. Perninsky. A.J. Perninsky. Let's see what his rating is. A.J. Perninsky is a catching throwing arm, a C. So, C is a stolen base. You can see it right there. C is a stolen base. So it's going to be a stolen base. Stolen base. Where is stolen base? Stolen base of second base. So Brett Gardner goes to second. And it's going to be up to Brian Roberts now. And Brian Roberts, 2. He is going to be a lefty. So 2-6. It's coming off a Lackey's card. 64. 64 being out. He's an LN. That is a deep fly center field. Brian Roberts out. Jacob Ellsbury. Ellsbury waits on the pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and right, we got to check for errors. 3-20. It's the first time we've actually had an error come up. That is Jackie Bradley Jr. Let's see. Jackie Bradley in center field is an E1, so no error. No error on Jackie Bradley Jr. All right, so Ellsbury, right? We're at Ellsbury. Is that what we're doing? Ellsbury? Yes, Ellsbury. 4. Coming off a Lackey's car. 54 versus a left-hander is an out. He's an LN. And LN is a G4. That's going to move the runner up. Ground ball to second. Runner's going to move to third. And with 2 away, it's Carlos Beltran against John Lackey. 1 on, 2 outs. And 9 is coming off of Beltran. 34 versus a righty. 34 versus a righty. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And we go to the top of the second. Strikeout by Beltran. So top of the second it is, and it's going to be Mike Carp. Mike Carp. 7 for the righty. So it's coming off of Caruta's card. 88's definitely an out. Carp is a I think he's going to probably be RN. Ground ball to short. It's fine. We'll just call him a ground ball to short. It's an out. Xander Bogaerts. Xander in the season, 306 average. 1 home run, 2 RBIs so far in the season. And that is a 7. So he is a righty. So it's coming off of Karuda. 66 is an out. Bogaerts is an RN. That's a fly to left. Fly to left. And with 2 outs, it's A.J. Perninsky. A.J. Perninsky says, give me a pitch. 4. It's coming off of Karuda. 31 is a strike 3 called on the outside corner. Another good pitch and another strikeout by Karuda. Perninsky's down. We go through the bottom of the second. It's Brian McCann up. Brian McCann. 5 is coming off a Lackey scored. 62 is an out. He is an LP, which is going to be a ground ball down to first. That's going to be Napoli. Napoli grates it and takes it to first all by himself. Alfonso Soriano for the Yankees. Alfonso waits on the pitch by Lackey. Here it comes. It's a fastball. 11. Coming off of Soriano. 71, though, is going to be too high. He is an RN. That is going to be grounded to second base. That's Pedroia. Pedroia is super solid. Is going to make the throw. And Napoli catches it. 2A for Kelly Johnson. Kelly Johnson waits on the pitch. Here it comes. It's going to be off of Johnson's card. 45 is a buckles him at the knees. Strike 3. Lackey with the strikeouts. And we are through 2 complete here at Yankee Stadium. No score so far. Each team with just 1 hit. And we go to the top of the 3rd inning. And it's going to be Jonathan Herrera. 5, coming off of Karuda's card. 76 is too high. He is an LN, and LN is going to be grounded right at the shortstop, and is going to take 2 steps to his left. He's going to turn and throw it to Johnson at first for the out. And we're up to Jackie Bradley Jr., who gets traded, I think, later in the season. Maybe not. Trying to think if it was this season or not. Jackie Bradley, lefty versus the right-handed pitcher. 3, so it's coming off of Bradley's card. 88 is way too high. He is an LN versus a right-hander, and LN is going to be fly to right. And we are through another. No, that's our second inning, our second out of the inning. We're back to the top of the order. Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia flew out to right his first time up. See or better must steal. Okay. Well, there is no one on. So we're going to a clutch defense. Pedroia is an RN. RN is going to be the catcher. Squibber in front of the plate. It's going to be McCann. McCann jumps out. He's going to throw out the lead runner and batter out lead runner forced and batter out. Others hold. So it doesn't matter. Nobody's on. So it's just going to be a ground ball to the catcher for the out. And it's going to be Solarte, the Yankees. We're in the bottom of the 3rd already. Cruising right along. I definitely like this as opposed to fast action cards that make things so much easier for me. Solarte, 8. It's coming off of Solarte, but an 88. Wow, we've had a lot of 88s. That is an out for sure. He is an LN, and that is going to be grounded right to Herrera. Herrera is going to get it and throw it over to first. Herrera to Napoli. Dean Ann. First time we've seen Ann at the plate. He's only batting 111. No home runs, no RBIs. 5. It is coming off a Lackey card 62 versus the left-handers an out. He's an LP. That is grounded to seconds. And that's 2 quick outs for the Yankees here in the bottom of the third. And we have a Mr. Brett Garner coming up. Garner's 1 for 1. 6. It's coming off a Lackey. 62 is going to be too high. He's an LN, and that's going to be grounded to first. Ground ball to first. And then we're through 3 complete here. 2 good pitching matchup. 2 really good pitchers going at it. So far, each one just giving up 1 hit. Who will be the first one to crack? Nava. Daniel Nava for the Red Sox. He is batting .216, 1 home run. 3. He is going to be coming off a Nava's card, 56. And that is going to be a walk. That is a walk. Ball 4. Where is it? Walk. So Nava, not much of a threat to steal, though. He's a D+, so he's just going to get the lead out there at first base. David Ortiz is 1 for 1. And the walk is going to knock down Caruta's thing there. So David Ortiz, 1 for 1 in this so far in the game. 6, it's coming off Caruta, 53 versus the lefty is an out. He's an LP that is grounded at the first baseman. X is, I think, a fielder's choice. So it's going to be a fielder's choice to first. Out, and they cannot turn the double play, though, as Ortiz hustling down the line. Keeps on the double play and at least keeps things going here for the Red Sox. Here in the top of the 4th inning, it's Mike Napoli. Napoli's 0 for 1, 225 average. Napoli waits. Sear better has to steal, and that is David Ortiz as steal is an E, so he's not going anywhere. He says, I'm not stealing anything. Get out of here. Let's try it again. 10 is coming off of Napoli. 18, that's going to be a hit. And that's going to be a double into center field. Now, can they send Ortiz home is the question. Ortiz is at first. Let's see what his run rating is. He's an E run rater. Oh, that's not good. But center field is Ellsbury. Jacob Ellsbury. Arm is a 3, so it's a T3 from center field. So we have first to home on a double, T3 and an E, 11 to 54. 11 to 54. So we're looking at the RN number, 11 to 54. It's an 88. So they're going to hold Ortiz at third. They're going to hold Ortiz at third on the double by Napoli. Anyone faster could have made it, but Ortiz is a little bit slower there. And 2 on now with first base open, and you have Mike Carp coming up. Carp, 333 average. Do you intentionally walk him to set up the double play with Xander Bogaerts? I think they're not going to get fancy. They're just going to pitch to Mike Carp here. Carps waits on the pitch. 8, it's coming off a Carp's card. 36 is a walk. Well, maybe they did intentionally walk him anyways. Intentionally, non-intentionally walk him. That's going to put the bases loaded. Bases loaded, and so that is a hit and another walk. So I got to remember to do that. So bases are loaded. There's only one out. Defense is going to play back. They're going to go for the double play against Bogarts there. Xander Bogaerts on the season, 297 average. Here we go. Xander Bogaerts waits on the pitch. It is a Karuta 58. 58's an out. He's an RN. That's grounded to third. And Solarte is going to take it to the bag himself. And that's going to do it. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. That's an A, which means... Oh, wait a minute. I got to... damn. It was... An A is a snowball. Runner would have scored anyways. And everyone would have moved up. And... Actually, I misclicked, but it actually ended up doing... The runner should be out at first. A is... if I'm not mistaken... A is the... X is the fielder's choice. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about here. And the A is the... let's see. A... Yeah, A is the runners out at first. Runners out at first, runners out at first, runners out at first. No double play, just runners out at first. And the X is force out at second. Yeah, okay, I was right. I was right. All right, so Perninsky now. Runners still at second and third. Perninsky is 280 average. So left-hander, you got Herrera on deck. They're going to go ahead and pitch to A.J. Perninsky and see what they can do. Perninsky waits on the pitch. Here it comes. Karuta. 7. It's coming off of Karuta's card. 11, though, is going to be a base hit into left field. Napoli scores. Now we got to find out if the runner from second scores. That is, who is that on second? That is... Of course, it's like covered by the pitcher's card. All right, so we have the... Who is that? That is... That's that's Carp. It's Mike Carp. He is a... Mike Carp... This is... This is a pitching card for Mike Carp. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can find a... let's see. Here. This is a batting card. Okay. So, that's Carp. His batting card shows that he is a D runner. So he's a D runner. Well, I have a pitcher card for him, but we'll keep that. All right, so he's a D runner trying to score from... Let's see. It went to... Where did it go to? Jesus Christ. Let me think. It was 11. So it's going to be into left field. Brett Garner. Brett Garner. Arm is a 4. So second to home on a single. Second to home on a single is a, what did I say his arm was? 4. And the base running of Carp was what? A D, a 4 and a D, 4 and a D. 11 to 54. All right, so we're going to roll an 11 to 54. Look at the first RN number, and it's a 61, so they're going to hold them. They're going to hold them on the single, but that's going to score another run on the single. Perninsky delivers. And that brings up Jonathan, and that's going to hit and a run. And so 3 plus 2 runs. He started at a 12. 1, 2, 3 plus 2 runs. And how many walks is he giving up? Is he giving up any walks? Let me see the box score. Hang on a second. I need to check the box score of the game. Walks. 2 walks. So he should be down to 5. Okay. So Karuta now with runners at the corners. Runners at the corners. And it's going to be Herrera. 7, so it's up accrued to 41. He is going to be lefty, 41 lefty, and that is a wild pitch. That is a wild pitch against the left-hander, and that's going to score a run. Wild pitch. So runner's going to move to home and to second base. So run comes in for the Red Sox. And that's going to put a thing there. And so wild pitch against the left-hander, Herrera. Let's try this again. 11 coming off Herrera, but 82 is going to be too high. He's an LN. LN is a fly to left, and that's going to do it. But the Red Sox pick up 3 big runs on 2 hits and an error and a wild pitch. And before you know it, they have a 3-0 lead here after 3.5 complete at Yankee Stadium. John Lackey cruising along so far, and it's Brian Roberts. 7 coming up. No, he actually is coming off of Roberts' card, but 76. It's too high. He's an LN, and that's going to line it right at the first baseman. Line out to first. Jacob Ellsbury's 0 for 1. 7 coming off of Ellsbury, 24. And that is going to be hit into left field. Carp is not going to get it. It's going to bounce over the wall. It's going to be a ground rule double for Jacob Ellsbury. Ground rule double. And the Yankees trying to put some offense together here. And that is his second hit. And let's see if John Lecky's given up any... No walks so far. Okay. So 2 hits is all he's given up. So Lauke against Carlos Beltran. Beltran is 0 for 1 on the day. And Barbara's in the house. And Clayton Parks is also in the house. Dave from Dave's Gaming Cave is in the house. It's got a run. Have a great night. Thank you, buddy. So here we go. Carlos Beltran, he can't do anything better. Week 2, we got Red Sox, Yankees. Here we go. Beltran. 8 coming off of Beltran. 67 is an out. He is an LP. That is a deep fly to left. Carp back to the warning track and makes the catch at the warning track. For the second out, Brian McCann. McCann is 0 for 1 in the season, in the game. 0 for 1. It's a 7. So coming off of McCann's card, 44 though. 44 is an out. He is an LP. Grounded right at second. Pedroia Pedroia will take it, scoops it up, throws it to Napoli at first. And that's going to do it. A good inning by John Lackey and the Red Sox. They lead the Yankees here at Yankee Stadium 3-0. Barber's very happy about that, I think. So, Caruda comes back out for the fifth. He's going to be facing off against Jackie Bradley Jr. Jr. is 0 for 1 on the game. 7. Coming off of Caruda, 83 is too high. He's an LN. That's a ground ball down to Solarte. Solarte makes a good throw and a good catch by Johnson at first base. And we go back to the top of the order here at the top of the fifth inning. Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia on the game is 0 for 2 is Pedroia. Three is coming off of Pedroia's card. 41 is a swing and a miss by Pedroia. He was way out in front of that slider. Strike 3. He doesn't strike out much, but he did that time. And Daniel Nava. Nava's 0 for 1. 7 coming off of Caruda. 38 versus a lefty. 38 in. That's a pass ball, but nobody's on, so redo. 8 coming off of Nava, but 81 is too high. LN is grounded right to Roberts at second base. And that's going to be an easy play for Roberts. So, Red Sox, not much going on in the top of the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Still 3-0 in favor of the Red Sox here. John Lackey and company have been cruising right along. And it's Alfonso Soriano, who's 0 for 1 for the Yankees. Coming off of Lackey's card, 86 is way too high. RN. That is a fly to center field. For the out. Kelly Johnson. Kelly waits on the bench. He's 0 for 1. Here it comes. It's a fastball. 7 coming off of Johnson's card. 45 is a swing and a miss. He missed that fastball. 96 on the outside corner. Gets him and strikes him out. Johnson's down. Solarte's 0 for 1. 10. It is definitely going to be coming off of Solarte's card. Solarte 58 is too high. LN. LN is a fly to center field. That is Jackie Bradley. There's a be an error on a 10-20, but we've already seen Jackie Bradley Jr. is only an error on a 1, I believe. Yes, an E1. So no error on the play. And we go to the top of the 6th. Fly out center field. Top of the 6th we go. Caruda still has a little bit of strength left. He looks like he's coming out for the 6th inning. He's got to face off against David Ortiz, who's 1 for 2. 4 coming off of Caruda. 77 is too high. He's an LP. LP is a fly to right. David gave it a ride, but it didn't go very far. It hung up in the air today. So a fly out by David Ortiz. Mike Napoli. Coming off of Napoli's card, 33. 33, and he strikes out Napoli. Strike 3 for Napoli, down on strikes. And it's Bogarts. No, it should be Carp. Mike Carp. 0 for 1 is Carp. 3 coming off of Carp's card. 16, and that is going to be a double into right field. Carp is aboard for the Red Sox. And that brings up A.J. Perninsky, who has... no, it's Bogarts. got those out of order. Okay. It's Bogarts up. Xander Bogarts. I got all their players out of whack. I don't know. Let me see. It's going to be... They're all out of order. Pedroia, Nava, Ortiz, Napoli, Carp. Then Bogarts. Then Perninsky, Herrera, Bradley. Okay. So it's not too bad. All right, here we go. Bogarts is up. Bogarts is 0 for 2. Runner in scoring position, and let's see what he can do. 7 coming off of Garuda. 78, that's going to be 2 IRN. It's grounded to second. And that's going to do it for the top of the 6. Go to the bottom of the 6. John Lackey has barely had any strain whatsoever. He's got Dean, Anna. Nobody on. Let's flip again. 6. So coming off of Lackey's card, 45. 45 versus a lefty. 45 is an out. He's an LP. Deep fly to right. So we're through the order for the second time, going through it the start of the third time. 1 out. Brett Gardner's up. Brett Gardner is 1 for 2. 3 coming off of Gardner's, off of Lackey's card. 57 is an out. Versus a righty, he's an LN. As they popped up to the catcher. Brett Gardner pops it up to the catcher, Brian Roberts. Roberts is 0 for 2. 5, it's coming off of Lackey's card, 61. Versus the lefty, he's an out, he's an LN. Another F2. Another pop out to the catcher. 2 pop outs to the catchers. And that's going to do it for the 6th. We go to the 7th. AJ Perninsky. And let's see. Just looking to see, they have a lefty, a switch hitter, and then another lefty coming up. So do the Yankees have a left-hander to bring in? They do. Matt Thornton, and they also have Cesar Cabrera. So, let's see. I don't think we're probably going to have a card for Cesar Cabrera because he only played in 4 games and only pitched 1 inning. So, probably not going to have his card, but maybe we got a Matt Thornton. He was in 46 games, pitched 24 innings. Matt Thornton. Matt, are you around? There is a Cesar Cabrera, though. He only pitches 1 inning. How do we have this guy? Yeah. ERA of 27, pitches 1 inning, gives up 4 hits, 2 walks, and he only is in 4 games. So I guess he's got to come in and pitch in this game. That's interesting because just looking to see if I have a Matt Thornton, but I don't see a Matt Thornton. All right, well, we'll see how it goes. So, we're gonna bring in Cesar. Yeah, I don't believe it, but we're gonna bring in Cesar Cabral. I can't believe we have a card for him. He's gonna face off against AJ Perninsky, and the top of the 7th. Here we go. 7. 2-9. Coming off of his card. 76 versus the lefty. 76 is a walk. Are you kidding me? He walked him. 76 is a walk. That's not good. Jonathan Herrera. Herrera waits. Here comes the pitch. 10 is coming off of Herrera's card. 46 versus the right-hander is a strikeout. Cesar Cabral with a strikeout. Are you kidding me? With the strikeout. Jackie Bradley. 7. Coming off of Cabral. 53 versus a lefty. And 53 is a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts by Cesar Cabral. Back-to-back strikeouts. And the Red Sox are down their last out here in the top of the 7th against Cesar Cabral. The only time you're going to see him all season is right now. Can he do one more against Dustin Pedroia? Pedroia's 0 for 2. 8 coming off of Cabral. 86 versus the right-hander is a hit by the pitch. Are you kidding me? And 86 is a hit by the pitch? So Pedroia is aboard. He only needs one more out. Daniel Nava waits. Here comes the windup in the pitch. It's a 4 coming off of Cabral. 21. Uh-oh, that's trouble. 21 versus the lefty is a base hit in the left field. Base hit in the left field. And we're probably done seeing what he can do, as we have David Ortiz coming up. That's interesting because they show him as a right-hander, but he was listed as a left-hander in the game. So, Yankees going to make a change here with the bases loaded and David Ortiz coming up. Ortiz has a 42.7% chance of getting a hit against Cabral. The Yankees, not willing to risk that, are going to pull the plug on him. And unfortunately, I do not see a Matt Thornton. We're going to have to take a quick gander through the Matt Thornton. Let's see if we have a Matt Thornton that was traded from the Red Sox. Yep, right there. Or from the Yankees. There he is, Matt Thornton. Found his card. So it's going to be Matt Thornton come in lefty to face off against the lefty. David Ortiz. Bases juice, 2 outs. Big play of the game right here, right now. Here we go. Thornton versus Ortiz. The windup and the pitch. 5. It's coming off of Thornton's card. 48. He walked him. No, 48. I'm sorry. Hit him. Plunked him, and it's another hit batter. Ortiz reaches base. So that was... And now it's Mike Napoli with bases loaded. Red Sox get a run. Ortiz at first. Pedroia's at third. Napoli at the plate. Napoli's 1 for 3. Here comes the windup and the pitch. 6. It's coming off of Thornton. 45 versus a righty. 45 is an out. Against the lefties, an RP versus the lefty. It's a pop-up to the catcher. Another pop-out to the catcher. But the Red Sox, on the strength of a couple hit batters, can pick up a run. And, you know, you got to give it a little bit of credit to Caesar. He got 2 outs, 2 strikeouts, a couple walks. He was a little crazy out there, but what are you going to do for a rookie? Lackey seems strong. We're in the 7th inning, and the game is telling me he seems strong. He's only had 88 pitches so far. He's got a 4-run lead and only given up 2 hits so far. John Lackey against Ellsbury. Ellsbury's 1 for 2. 8 coming off of Ellsbury. 13. Here we go. Against the righty. 13. It's going to be an infield single by Ellsbury. Infield single. That will knock him down a notch. And also starting the 6th and 7th inning knocks you down a notch. Beltran is 0 for 2. He's a A+ stealer. So we're looking, is stealing the option here with down 4 runs? Probably not. Beltran is up. Beltran is a 4. It's coming off a Lackey. 85's an out. He's an LP. That is going to be grounded to first, and the A again is runners out at first. So runners out at first, ground ball down to first. Napoli's going to take it to the bag himself. Ellsbury's going to make it to second, no problem. Brian McCann with 1 on, 1 out. McCann is 0 for 2. And we got a Z. I'm going to ignore Z right now. Am I? Yeah. No, you know what? I got my charts. I'll pull them out. What the hell? We'll see if... normally it's just a big waste of time because they're usually like injuries and all kinds of crazy nonsense. Where is my... Maybe I don't have my Z chart. Alright, Z chart. Let's roll random number 51. 51 says draw a random number and check the fielding charts. So we're looking at the fielding charts. And we're going to flip another random number, which is second number, which is 22. Runner on second. Yes, there is. Single to center field who throws home. If it's a throw of 4 or higher, the runner thrown out at home. If it's less than throw of 4, the runner is safe. Catcher throws to second, batter out. If the catcher's error rating is less than 10, he throws the ball into the outfield. Batter runs to third. So it's a runner. If the runner is on second, and there is a runner in second, Ellsbury, it's a single to center field who's going to throw home. Jackie Bradley Jr. is going to throw it home. And he is a T5, so he throws the runner out at home. Throws the runner out at home. So it's going to be a double. But the out at home, and it's going to go to center fielder. 8-2. Won't let me do that. Why will not let me do that? To center field. Out at home. 8-2. Yeah. What's the problem with that? Batter goes to second, yes. Invalid final bases. Seconds. It'll let me put a home, but it'll only put out at home. Let's put out at third. Valid final bases again. Why won't it let me do that? What if I do a single out at home? Fly out. No, it's a double. Runner out at home. And it went to center field. 8-2, yes, 8-2, out at home, 8-2, right. Why won't you let me click go? Well, that's right. Why won't you let me click go? Invalid final bases. Because it doesn't like the batter going to second, or you don't like the runner out at home? You don't like the runner out at home because when I change it to home, you want the runner to go home. You don't want him out. Anything with the out, you don't like that. Why don't you like the out? I'm just going to put it down as a double, move the runner to third, and then we'll throw the runner out from trying to steal home or something. I don't know. Oh no, oh no. Oh, it's doing some stupid play. Damn it. I had it run a play for some reason. Arrgh. Double. Out at home. Center field. Yeah, it's always these rare plays. I should know not to do these stupid rare plays because all it does is mess everything up. God damn it! Now I'm all messed up. All right, we're just gonna give him the double and get the runner home, and that's fine. It's fine. All right, so that was All right, so that was Soriano. Kelly Johnson. Johnson's over 2. Soriano's at second. Yankees with the run on the play. So Johnson, here we go. 12. Coming off of Johnson, 51, though, is a strikeout. And Solarte, no. For some reason, we need Carp now. Where's Carp's card? Oh, because we're in the top of the 8th, that's why. Right. All right, we're in the top of the 8th, boys. Thornton, let's see. He'll stay out there because it's a lefty-lefty matchup. Might as well. 5, Thornton, 83, out LN, and that's a fly to center. I do like the using that for sure. So much easier than the fast action cards. Bogarts, 6. Coming off of Thornton's card, 42 versus righty 42 is a walk. Ball 4. Bogarts, 4-1's your score. Bogarts is a D+ dealer. He's not going anywhere. AJ Praninsky. Praninsky's having himself a good game, right? He's singled in the 4th and walked in the 7th inning. 4, and coming off of Thornton, 33 is a strikeouts. And Jonathan Herrera. We're going to the clutch defense. He is an RN. So that's his center fielder. Fielder makes a running catch of a deep fly at the warning track. Runner on third would score. There is no runner. It doesn't matter. It's the third out and the fly out to center field. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Lackey is okay, it says. So Lackey's coming out to pitch the 8th. Solarte's 0 for 2. 5. Coming off a Lackey. 21, though, is going to be a problem. Versus a lefty. 21 is... no, 21 is actually a G4, an auto G4. It's actually a good one. Dean Ann is 0 for 2. 3 versus the lefty is coming off the Lackey. 87 is way too high. He's an LP, and that's grounded to shorts. And with 2 outs, it's back to the top of the order. Brett Gardner and the Yankees. Hometown crowd not liking what they see so far out of the Yankees. 10. Gardner, 88, though, is way too high. He's an LN. Deep fly to left. And that's it for the bottom of the 8th. Go to the top of the 9th, and Thornton is done. As we have Jackie Bradley Jr. lefty, righty switch hitter lefty coming up. But actually, it doesn't matter because the Yankees have no lefties in the bullpen. They have one lefty. It's Nuno, Vidal Nuno. But he's a starting pitcher, so there's no way they would use a starting pitcher. So it's either going to be Dylan Betances, Adam Warren, or Kelly Sean. Or Sean Kelly, I guess it would be Sean Kelly. So let's see who we find first as we're looking through the list here. Betances, he pitches the most games. He's in the most games, so let's bring him in this one. So Devin Betances coming in for the Yankees to face off against Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 3. Not in a good day It's had a good day in the field, just not in the plate. 9 versus a lefty that's coming off of Batanzas card, actually. 23 is a strikeout. Look at that. 23 is a strikeout. And that is it for Bradley. We go back to the top of the order. Pedroia's having a really bad season. 188 and 0 for 3 so far. We're having a clutch defense. Pedroia is an RN. That is a shortstop. Ball falls just out of reach for a single. There you go. Pedroia's aboard with the single. Pedroia with the single. 43% chance to steal. Yeah, he's only a C stealer. 4 ones are scored. They're probably not going to risk it. Daniel Nava's 1 for 3. Let's see what Nava can do. 8. He's a lefty, so it's coming off of Batanzas. 84 is too high. He is an LN, and that is a ground ball to second. And it's an A, so only plays at first. Runner moves up. And that brings up David Ortiz. Last chance to see David Ortiz, left-hander here. David Ortiz is 1 for 3. Let's see if he can get something going for the Red Sox. 4-1 and 12 is coming off Ortiz. 88, though, is way too high. LP. It's a deep fly to center field, and I mean a deep drive, but not deep enough. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and it says Lackey is okay. Lackey's going to go for a complete game here. Are you kidding me? John Lackey? Is he? Would he? No. You know what? They're not. No. They're not. I mean, he does. Yeah. No. Probably. They wouldn't even risk his arm or anything. So let's see the Red Sox. Let's see. We have Roberts. We have a switchy, a lefty, and a switchy and a lefty. Switch hitter, lefty coming up for the Red Sox. For the Red Sox, their closer is probably Urahara, I would think. Is Urahara the closer? Let's see. Saves 26. Yeah, Urahara is the closer. Koji, I think, was the setup man, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day. So they're probably. It is technically a closed situation because it's 4-1. It is technically a closed situation. Are you going to risk Urahara? Yeah, alright. Well, we're not going to risk anything. They put too much effort into winning this game. They're just going to bring in the closer, Urahara. So Urahara is in and facing off against Roberts. He's 2-7 versus lefties, 4-7 versus right-handers. Roberts is going to be batting from the left because Urahara is a righty. 5, it's coming up for Urahara. 73 is an out. He's an LN. Has popped up to shorts. Ellsbury. Ellsbury's 2 for 3. Oh, he's going for a clutch batting, but 82 is going to be too high. Yeah, he's an out. He is an LN. And it's going to be grounded right at the first baseman. And just like that, the Yankees are down to their very last out. Carlos Beltran is 0 for 3. 5, it's coming up at Urahara. 33 versus a lefty, and strike 3 called on the outside corner. This one's in the books. The Red Sox Nation comes into Yankee Stadium and shuts down the Yankees in a well-pitched game by John Lackey. Definitely the MVP of this one. And the Red Sox win this 4-1 here in week 2 of the season. Now we got to find out what game is going to be coming up next time. So we will finish playing this game. And we'll find a game. We'll show everyone the stats and statistics if you're interested. You can pause this on YouTube if you're watching later on. Several hit batters, several wild pitches. And not much activity for the Red Sox, but they were able to get enough to win this one 4-1. So there you go. That is a look at the recap from today's game. If you're joining us late. All right. So there we go. So we are going to play. We're going to play April 12th, which is the second week of the season. We're going to look for a game next week. So we'll play April 12th. Have everyone played. Oh, by the way, all the games have been played. So we'll go to the 13th. We'll play the 13th. We'll look for a game maybe 14, 15, 16, 17, somewhere around there. Actually, April 17th is my birthday, so let's play through the 16th. So that'll give us the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. And we'll find a game on the 17th, since that's my birthday. We'll find the best game of the day for week 3 of the season. Okay, so before we look at the 17th, let's look at these schedules. So San Francisco 11-4. So having them on that would be good. Pittsburgh is 13-2. Oh, we got to get the Pirates on, boys. We got to get the Pirates on. They're 13-2. And Milwaukee is 9-6. And look at that. We got a matchup of these Central Division leading Pittsburgh Pirates and the second team Milwaukee Brewers. 13-2 and 9-6. And Pittsburgh's at home. So Pittsburgh 13-2. We're giving them the week 3 matchup. Pittsburgh at Milwaukee from April 17th. Milwaukee's 9-6. It's Geraldo versus Valquez. Valquez is 2-0 with a 1.29 ERA. Next time here, Pittsburgh 13-2 takes on the Milwaukee Brewers 9-6 in week 3 of the season. We'll see everyone then. Until then, my friends, take care of yourselves. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye for now from Yankee Stadium. The Red Sox win 4-1 and improve on the season to Boston is 10-5. New York is 6-9. Woo! So the Yankees lose 3 more games after losing to Boston. Boston wins a bunch of games, so Boston is in first place in the division. Who would have thunk? All right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.